Hello and welcome. You're watching Africa Live. We're coming to live from Nairobi. I'm Hannah Vivier, and here's some more headlines coming up this hour. In business news, Nigeria's economy lifted by higher crude production and oil prices. And in your sport, inaugural Basketball Africa League playoffs set to kick off with 8 sides in quarterfinal action. Let's begin the hour in Mali, where West African officials have arrived in the country with the aim of trying to resolve an ongoing political crisis there. Mali's military detained the president, prime minister, and defense minister in what international bodies have called an attempted coup. Let's take a look at what's happening over in the U.S., where more than 100 million Americans have now been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. That surpasses the goal President Joe Biden initially had set for his 100th day in office. But a drop in the vaccination rate has some health experts worried that a large number of people could never get the vaccine. Toby Muse reports from Arlington. Chris, let's begin with you in Kinshasa. Chris, today the DRC declared an end to the most recent Ebola outbreak. What more can you tell us about that? I can imagine that jubilation, Chris. Thank you so much for painting that beautiful picture for
Interesting conversations that happened today, and one of them that really kind of was a highlight for me, and just in terms of it's going to stick in my mind for a really long time, was when the executive director of the ITC was saying that women have to get organized at continental level if we really want to take part of the African continental free trade area. And you were saying that we haven't been very good at organizing ourselves. I think of the book Lean In that I was reading, and just reading through some of the things, and I was thinking some of the things that we have as women that are barriers and drawbacks are so instilled in us from such a young age. And I was reading this book and thinking, I am doing this to my daughter, not even realizing, because we are so conditioned.
Yes.
And so it does take some training to be able to get away from some of that conditioning, so that now that I'm at the table, I've got this opportunity, I can now take this opportunity and make the best of it. So just speak to us about some of what WEDF does and some of what the ITC does to be able to equip women so that they do have those kinds of skills. So from what I was reading, just from a WEDF point of view, it sounded as though we're talking about something like $67 million that have come in new deals for women entrepreneurs because of some of this facilitation. And one of the things that WEDF does is bring buyers, pretty much bringing the market to the participants that come here. So just speak to us about that facilitation of that business-to-business meetings when it comes to women entrepreneurs, and how you match them to be able to say, well, this is where a possible deal could happen.
Look at today's commodity prices. Gold still the darling of the markets at the moment. Earlier we mentioned that gold price had boosted South Africa's JSE. Gold miners on that exchange were up 6.8% today. Gold itself surged over 2%, and at one point today had reached a record $1,943.71 per troy ounce. As to be expected though, Brent crude was down 1.6%. Platinum also shining in trade today. It closed 2.8% higher. In agriculture, it was great news for cocoa. That could be for some of us perhaps consuming more chocolate than we should be during this time. Cocoa was up 3.4% in trade today. Well, let's take a look at more news that's coming up after the break.